All my single people, all my single people, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. So put your hands up. Ba, 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 ba. Today's video is for the singles. So single ladies, single men, get your cup of tea, juice or whatever. Sit down, chill, and let's talk. I'm going to share with you tips and things I think you should think about, work on, and establish while you're single, dating, and preparing yourself for marriage. Hi, my name is Aaron, and I am passionate about thriving families and marriages, and on this channel I film family related content. It's good to have you. Welcome to the new subscribers, and for the returning subscribers, I appreciate you. I do. I've been married for 6 years, and my entire marriage I keep getting into situations where I feel like I wish I had done this before I got married. I wish I'd done this while I was single. Maybe I would not be going through such an intense situation and things like that. And it's because as a single, like, I was just chilling and enjoying life and eating people's money and things like that. I didn't do much intentional living in my single life. I would say I was just chilling, making the most of life and things like that. So the conversation we're going to have today is going to be based on things I personally wish I had done while I was single to prepare for marriage, and just how I wish I had lived my life. One of the things that you need to be very intentional about, guys, life is about intentionality, by the way. So one of the things you have to be very keen about as a single is to have your belief system, like your value system. Be aware of it and then stick to it. Do not settle for less. Like, if a guy comes along and they're ticking tall, dark, handsome, rich, loves God, but just they don't meet like your value system, my dear, don't settle for less. Run. If a chick comes along, yeah, they're pretty, big bum hips, but man, when it comes to value system, they're like, do not settle for less, because this is so critical in marriage. It is literally compatibility in your value system that is going to keep you together, that is going to help you stand strong and weather storms. So my advice would be to you as a single person, when you're dating, do not settle for less. Even if you feel like, oh my god, at 10:30 all my friends are getting married, they're giving birth, and me, I'm here. This is the first guy who has vibed me in 2 years. Don't settle. Because you see, after the glamorous wedding and people are all saying, oh my god, what a function, when it's just you and that guy, things are gonna get hot. Things are going to get hot if you have different values and a belief system. So do not settle for less. Make sure that the person you are dating and planning to get married to shares your values and belief system. And for me, I'm radical to the point where I would advise people, do not marry someone who's not of your faith. These things look small. While you're dating, you're so in love, at 10 butterflies, what? My dear, you get married and it just affects almost every area of your life. You're thinking, what should we eat today? What you're thinking, the other partner does not eat. Then you're saying, okay, that one I can bear. Which school should go to? Then the other person will say, I think that one is founded on this. You're thinking, I want to be in a monogamous relationship. Your partner is like, for me, my faith allows. You're thinking, I want to go to church. So you're like, okay, now today we first go to your church on Saturday, then on Sunday we go to my church. And then you're confusing the kids when they come, like, So try and just get someone with whom you share the same faith, belief system, and values, so that you have a smooth sailing. Okay, not very smooth, but a smoother sailing during marriage. Another critical thing that I think all singles out there should be doing is just having a self-awareness exercise. Like, have a self-examination and study yourself. Like, how do I say this? You need to study yourself, get to know yourself, be aware of yourself, do a SWOT analysis of sorts, like know your strengths, know your weaknesses, know the areas that you can turn into strength, know the things that trigger you, know your love language, know your hobbies, know your interests, like know manyawokoma. I would say, like, when you're self-aware, you're able to attract the right kind of partner. I don't like this, I don't want a partner who does this, and so you're able to eliminate people who are not right for you, even like from the dating phase. But if you're just there for you don't know yourself, you don't know what you like, you don't know your triggers, you're going to have a lot of strife, not just in dating but in marriage. So when you're self-aware, there are so many battles that will be easier to fight, many challenges and storms that are easier to weather in marriage because of your self-awareness. The truth is, guys, I know in the single lane, most people are looking at marriage as a prize, as a destination, but man, and it's good, marriage is a good thing, but inside there, it can get hot, really hot and uncomfortable. And that's why you see that most people are breaking up and divorcing, because they didn't lay a very good foundation when they were single. I believe that the best foundation you can make for your marriage is right now, during your single phase. So be self-aware, look at yourself, look at your life, what things made you you. Like look at the major events of your life that you think may have affected you or impacted your life, and go through them. Do you have any traumas? Do you have any traumatic incidents in your life? Visit them, go through them, like work them out, work on yourself, work on the things that trigger you, so that when you are married, you're just like, you're easier to know, I'm not going there, that's a trigger, and you know how to deal with it and things like that. Self-awareness just really, really makes your marriage much easier to do than when you're not. I'll share with you, I used to get very mad, like unnecessarily mad at my husband when he used to come home late. And by the way, guys, late is not like of 2 a.m. but late of 10 p.m. I'll just be like, where are you from? Like, where are you from? And I would be mad. I would be those wives that give silent treatment just because someone has come back at 10. And Bambi, that guy, sometimes has been out, like chilling with friends, connecting, because we all need lives besides our marriage. Or sometimes it's even working, but I had to do the self-awareness in marriage to figure out, like, why am I triggered by my husband coming home late? Like, why? It's not that bad, it's actually early, but why am I triggered like that? And when I did, I realized there were incidents in my life, in my childhood, that were bringing up that anger. It was like suppressed and buried anger that would come up, and because my husband was a safe place for me to express that anger, now I was directing that suppressed anger at him. So that I had to do in marriage. Now go do your self-awareness right now, so that you don't have to add more work to your marriage when the time comes. Okay, so self-awareness, work on yourself. Like you were saying, you want to be a wife, for example, but what do you know about homekeeping? Like, because that's something that you're going to have to do. Even if you're going to employ people, you need to still know the JD of those people. You need to know about the roles of a wife, like what do you think a wife should be doing, and then work on those skills. Like, unless otherwise, as a wife, you're going to have to be cooking. But do you know how to cook? I mean, when you're dating, your boyfriend is going to be taking you to restaurants here and there, and you're just having a good time eating other people's food. But when you get married, girl, you have to cook. So work on your cooking skills, work on your homemaking skills, organization skills. You may probably be that woman that's going to have to juggle marriage and work. So work on organization and productivity right now as a single, so that when you're in that phase of marriage, you're able to take it all in, organize, fuse schedules and all that, so that you have a smooth sail during your marriage. Another thing I like to tell my single friends, salt, I like to tell you this, like, achieve your dreams now. Do not wait. There's this perception, a wrong perception I might say, where girls or men are waiting to like be happy or to do things when they're married. Like they are saying, I'm not going to do that, Nati, I'm not married, I'll do that when I'm married. No, my dear, achieve your dreams now. Do not wait for happiness to come in marriage, because truth be told, marriage doesn't bring happiness. Happiness is brought by self. So work on yourself now, achieve your dreams. If you want to study, as you're single waiting for your spouse, well, study. travel, do the things you like to do, improve yourself, add value to yourself, achieve your dreams. Like what do you want to be an author? Do it now. Do not wait. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. And truth be told, this is a bitter pill, but marriage is not for everyone. What if you're waiting for marriage and you're among those people who will never get married? Then what? So achieve your dreams now. Make the best of your life. Like, enjoy your singlehood phase. Create memories with your friends, with your family, with your workmates, and your tribe. Today, do not wait for tomorrow. Enjoy yourself now, as in now. This is for people who are looking to start dating, and you're going to dating. I would advise you to be open-minded. Like, don't be so rigid in your caliste. You always have that caliste mentally, or some people are even extreme. They write it down and they say, God, I want this. Do not be so rigid, especially on physical attributes, because like I said, you must be particular about the value system and belief system and all. But for physical attributes, be open-minded, because sometimes God packages our spouses in different packages than we ordered. For you are there praying for a dark-skinned guy, you are refusing every light-skinned guy who's coming. You're saying, for me, I'm praying for this particular color, yet your husband or your wife is the opposite color. So be flexible. And also things to do with tribe. I know so many people who have reservations, but when you come to the saving knowledge of Christ and realize that everyone, every tribe was created in the likeness of God, and we are all loved and fearfully and wonderfully made, then those reservations really should start falling off. The people who go like, I can't marry a Westerner. I'm not marrying anyone from the north. East. Those people who Masava land. Those guys, they do this. So don't be so rigid. Allow some flexibility, guys. Like, for truth, I'll share with you. Like, when I was single, I used to tell myself that I am not marrying anybody who's not like Bantu speaking. At first I actually wanted a tribe mate. Then when the tribe mate failed, I lowered my standards and I said, okay, Bantu speaking, you should be like, someone who can speak their language and I can understand. Guys, my husband, yes, he's the Bantu speaking, but when they speak their local language, I don't understand. And if I had held on to, I should get married to my tribe mate, I should, like, it has to be someone, a Munyoro, I'd probably still be single. I don't know, but the thing is, I know that the husband that I have right now is the one that God ordained in my life, and it took some flexibility and just saying, you know what, everyone is created and loved by God. So be flexible and lower your expectations. There are some of you ladies who are there saying, I can marry a guy without a car. Hey, why do you have one? Okay, if you have one, then why do you need this car? Like, those things, they are somehow going to just narrow your choices, especially, truth be told, as time goes, your choices narrow. So be flexible. People would say, I have to marry a guy who's earning more than me, and I get that. But sometimes, what if you're earning too much and you can actually make a life with someone who's earning considerably less but is still able to provide for your needs? Isn't that what you want at the end of the day, to be provided for? So what I'm saying is, like, be flexible. Don't be so rigid about your list, saying, me, I have to marry a Bodonia and that guy must be from Ngo. So anyone who comes and they didn't study from Namiliango, you are saying, no, sweetheart, you may be single till 80. So be flexible with these physical and non-belief expectations. Sometimes your spouse may come packaged differently, but when God knows that they're the ones that are going to help you achieve your purpose and impact your community. As a single person, when you're dating and eventually when you get married, please marry your friend. Like, make sure that you're friends with your boyfriend, with your girlfriend, or your fiancé. Guys, marriage without friendship is a drag. Like, it's terrible, it's painful. Like, I don't know what can explain that. You need to get married to someone who's your friend, someone you can talk to, someone you can approach without fear, someone you can play with, dream with, cry with, like someone you can be vulnerable with, play with, work with, and just do all sorts of various things. Don't be deceived into just marrying someone because they say, hey, belief system is important. So you say, for me, I'm Muslim, so the first Muslim guy that comes, you go. You don't know if you have any shared hobbies, you don't know anything. Say, first we are born again, Bambi. Sweetheart, marriage without friendship is hard. Like, you just be walking on tentacles, like spiking. Those butterfly feelings, the love, and the love you till Lake Victoria dries gets to a point where it lowers, and you get challenges on days that the person is irritating you. You feel like they are not for you and they are not on your side. The one thing that carries you through is the certainty that that person is your friend. That maybe we are annoyed, but the thing is, because we are friends, we are able to talk through it. Sometimes communication between couples is hard because people are not friends. They have not they don't have that openness, that transparency, which is limited but by the friendship level that they have. So when marry your friend, that's so that you enjoy marriage, because marriage can be fun. You pray, guys. When you're single, is the best time to pray for yourself and pray for your spouse. I remember when we were still in school, they would make us pray for our spouses. We had a nun who tell us, we had this prayer, we pray for our future husbands, blah blah blah, and we used to find it so funny. We'd be like, husbands in school, like, why are we praying for our husbands, man? Like, now I look back and I'm thinking, wow, what wisdom. It's important to pray for your spouse now, and also pray for yourself. The truth is, we live in a world that is controlled by evil and good, evil from Satan and good from God, and sometimes you can be entangled, you're in bondage, and you don't know, like, there are things that are following you. You've had generational curses, you've seen in your family, all the girls are not, like, do not get legally wed, they give birth when they are still at home. Those who are married come back, they separate. So when you see such trends in your family, before you even start aspiring for marriage, pray for yourself now. Pray that for you, you're breaking free from those shackles, you're breaking free from that yoke, that you're able to take on Jesus's yoke, which is light. Like, pray for yourself, pray for your future children. If you're desiring to be a parent, start praying now. It's never too late or too early to pray. So start praying now. Pray for your spouse wherever they are. They might be there wasting time in a relationship with someone else. So pray that God just works things out so that the relationship ends and your spouse comes to you. Like, so pray for your spouse, for their finances. Bambi, sometimes your spouse is there, especially the men, like, they want to get married but they don't have money. So if you're there praying for your spouse and saying, God bless the works of his hands, blah blah, you are doing yourself a favor and him a favor. So pray for your spouse, pray for their health, pray for their decisions. Like, right now, pray for yourself, that you're able to just also make the right decision, to have discernment, not to be misled or to allow peer pressure. Pray that you may stand strong and have self-control, and keep yourself and your body for your spouse. Like, pray. There's just so much to pray. Pray for your career. Like, start praying for each and everything. All those dreams that you have, pray for them right now. Much as you want them to manifest 20 years later, the right time to start praying for them is right now, so that every time you're declaring and praying, you're planting a seed and it's growing, and then voila, your prayer requests will be met. So pray for yourself, for your spouse, for your future, for your family, and things like that. Pray. I'm telling you, it will help you so much. Sometimes we get married because usually the singlehood phase and the dating phase is just like so smooth. We're just like in love. You even lose your senses. Like, when they tell you praying, you're like, no, I have a date. Me and Boo are going to do this. Me and Boo are going bungee jumping. Me and Boo are, like, you are there just having fun. Then you get married and you just wake up one day and say, what is this I got married to? Like, is this a monster or what? But if you've been praying, like, there are things God is going to just work out and you won't even know they were going to affect you because your prayers have worked them out. So, my dear, pray. One other thing I am really passionate about is telling people to date purposefully. This unguided or non-directional dating is usually for people who are in their early 20s or in their teenagers. Like, they're just dating. You ask them, why are you dating? They just go like, I like him. Like, I just want to have a boyfriend. But they have no intention of getting serious, and there's no commitment in the picture. I say you're wasting your time. Like, if someone is not willing, because the big intention of dating is so that we can commit to each other, like get married and settle down. So if you're not willing to settle down from the start, why should I be dating you? Why are you dating that guy who's telling you for him is not ready to settle down for the next 10 years? Why? Like, let him stop wasting your time. Move on. When he's ready to settle in 10 years, he can come back and vibe you. For now, break up and move on. Like, date purposefully. Ask yourself at the beginning of the relationship, is this someone I want to get married to? If not, don't waste your time and emotions getting to know them and all, only to break up 2 years later or 3 months later. You've wasted your time. Men, usually you've wasted your money. Even ladies, the gifts you've given, like, it's all a waste of time. So date purposefully with the intention of settling down. If you meet anybody who doesn't want to commit, let them go. When you let them go, you're creating room for your spouse, for that person who's going to commit, who has the same belief systems, who's going to help you achieve your dreams, who's going to support you. So remember, date purposefully. If you're enjoying this video, subscribe to the channel so that you can get notifications about videos like this, and also share and like the video. Remember to also comment and let me know what you're doing in your single phase, or what you think singles should be doing as they're dating and preparing themselves for holy matrimony.